Getting ready to go live. What's up? We're live. So, I actually am streaming at three different places. What's up? We're live. Oh, and I got echo. All right. So at least I know the audio is working. Yay! All right. Let's see. Where are we at here? That's good. That one's good. All right. Got to make sure everything's good. I got each one in like different screens. So, welcome to Files of Horror, our new channel, and this is our first, I guess you would say, podcast, solo cast, whatever you want to call it, to the channel, and multicasting to my Dreadpool channel. So those of you that are on my Dreadpool channel, meet the new channel. The new channel, meet the old Dreadpool channel. So, um, anyway, let's see, just doing a few more things to send this out to everybody. If you guys would like to also share this, maybe give it a thumbs up if you're into this. If not, that's fine. Any comments, interaction would be greatly appreciated, even if you're watching after. I'm trying to figure out why this is. Looks like the regular channel is having some issues. Oh. Which one are you watching? That one? Ah, cool. All right. Well, I'm getting a warning from one of the screens. All right. Well, all right. That being said, make sure you like and share. Let's see. Let's go up here. Throw this out to Discord, which I don't have up and running right now. Trying to do this in the starting soon screen, but slow starts. Yeah, sometimes you just gotta at Files of Horror, all one word, and then you'll find it. I know you found it. Yeah, she did. Yeah, Death is eating candy, which sounds delicious right about now. Is it? Ah, yeah, I'll take a couple pieces. You know what? While you're there, can you grab me that thing of water? Yeah, that one. Thank you. I was thirsty, but I was in a hurry to hurry up and get here. So, the inconspicuous cup. All right. Oh yeah, Discord. I got to get Discord going. Thank you. What's the bag flying through the air? Trying to get this out to the usual suspects. And as you can tell, we're going to be talking about the recap of this year's haunt season. So I've got almost everything scheduled up. Started off with the very first haunt that we went to. That's about as all I'm going to share it out to and go from there. So I was waiting for more people to stop in. I see people are here stopping in, and we have some viewers currently. But that's fine. You don't have to talk. So, first things first, we had Spirit Halloween. I don't know if Death wants to talk about that, but that's fine. We'll start with Spirit Halloween. Got quite a few things from their animatronics. Uh, just our main shopping was a few things, odds and ends that we needed for the haunt that we have. But mainly, the one thing that we specialized in was the fog juice. And this year with the hurricane, we didn't get as much as we needed. Well, we got as much as we needed. We just didn't need as much as we normally use. So, but yeah, let's see what else we have. All right, well, we'll just shift over here and we go to Orlando. Howl-O-Scream. This one here was pretty fun. Uh, First time there this year. Okay, let's go. Yeah, down a few things. Looks like we're still good. And let's see. Um, so I just did, this is what I normally do, the basic walkthrough, don't talk as much during these spots, especially when we own the houses. I try to um, keep it down to a minimum because I know some guys like to liven it up and, I don't do that. I just never have. So that's the beauty of having Death Dealer with me. When she's in front of me, she gets all the frights. She actually does scream versus me, where when I do scream, it's not as bad. I know I got scared, but I'll even point it out. Um, all right, so we're having some technical issues here again. All right, we're gonna end the one stream, and we'll leave Files of Horror and the shorts version up. just to make sure that we have what we need. Just trying to get through all this. Alright, I think we're good. I had to shut down one of the streams. It was just too much for it. And I even dropped this down to 1080p, so it wasn't, you know, full-fledged. And yes, I normally, when I do stream, I stream in 4K, which delays some of the interaction, but shift this back over this way. Will experience buffering. Wise or use experience button. Could be that bad. Alright, well, hey, game complainers, what's going on? Let's see if we can do it this side. And I almost forgot. There you go. Death and game complainers are mods now. I'm waiting on Death to get her chair. Is Pink Piggles watching with you, Perry? Or are we sure I got enough room here so Death can sit down. Past this part. Alright, so this is the first house we went into. Is the audio good? You have any feedback? Could be good. Thanks, Dredge. You just shared it out. I appreciate it. Okay. That one is still having some issues. It is what it is. Sounds good to you. All right, appreciate it. I didn't want this the house in the background being too loud. I wanted to give you guys something to listen to. But I also didn't want to like kill the stream. Guess Death is managing something in the background. Do you need some help there? Alright, hold on. I'm gonna switch over to starting. Fun speculation. What's going on, brother? Thanks for stopping in. I gotta pop out this chat so I can see it better. Let me make you a mod too, brother. Really, Cameron? All right, I gotta open up some more software.
It's okay.
He just said nope. Just made room for both of us, and now the software is acting up. Just gotta remember where to put the software. Come on, seriously? Come on, really? Gotta update the software. Shouldn't have to. I should just be able to control this. All right. You like our background? All right, we'll do that. I gotta come back here. Back from the dead. What's going on, brother? Okay. Pink Biggles is on. Hey guys, what's going on? All right, let's go back to Orlando. We were about here somewhere. I love this one too. This when the bride jumped out at you. In the 360 version, I have an where it's pulled out more. You can actually see when I'm not looking. You can actually see like where you're at, and you see her jump out at you. So even in the 360, you can pan, but there's a standard flat YouTube version that I pulled down, and you could see more. But I did this one because it's clear, and this one here was fun trying to get through these pillows, trying to keep everything off the camera.
I liked it. I thought it was funny.
Can you guys?
There was an echo.
There was an echo.
Yeah.
Huh. Go figure.
Sound like the guy from the He-Man movie with the collar on his neck.
Yeah. No, thank you. Alright, I gotta move this screen over. Gotta move that like that so that way we could see both chats together.
Okay.
Yeah. Off next 3 days. Just drinking some 9.
19 Crimes. Called red wine. It's a.
Yes. Yeah, red wine, yes. Just a little on that screen, a little too far away. Down here instead.
I don't tell you.
What do I know? GPU's going to 80%. Eh. Okay, so I have 2 streams going on for those of you guys. There's the Dreadpool channel that's streaming that right now Mav and Back from the Dead are on, and then I have the Files of Horror that we're streaming on that Pink Piggles and the Game Complainers are on. So that's why you can't see each other's chats. I was hoping by this time I'd be able to unify these chats, but I also wasn't expecting to stream to both podcasts. In case you're wondering, that was Tank that wanted some loving. As you can hear him, probably. So, in these houses, I know we did our recap of the houses individually, but now that the whole haunt season's over,
Yeah.
have you thought anything about Howl Scream at
SeaWorld.
SeaWorld?
I mean, Have I thought about
Yeah.
it?
Have you thought about any of the houses, reminiscing?
Well,
Or is it just too busy to think about?
yeah, normally once I'm done with the trail for the most part, unless something and it's never usually an entire house. It's usually like a room or a costume or a character in a house that I
You're trying to jump up here.
there's usually one thing in particular though that I think about. I usually don't
It looks like a Muppet.
reminisce on the overall experience. Well, it's because he's a small,
I know.
weird dog. What do you expect?
Look over here. All right.
No, it's attention.
He's like, you guys are over here, not paying attention to me. What's going on, Slendy?
But
All right. Were there any rooms?
yes, there at SeaWorld there is something I keep thinking about. I don't know if I would necessarily consider it a good reminisce. However, I can't help but keep thinking about the red light vampire district.
I passed
like that. It still blows my mind that someone okayed that, and that someone I can't get past that somebody
This part.
pitched the idea, a room full of people okayed the idea, and then people executed this idea. It just I am impressed. I would have loved to have been in on that pitch meeting. I can just imagine what the whole conversation was. So, guys, I was really thinking about what if, hear me out, we did hooker vampires. I mean, we can add some BDSM elements in there. Like, what? Who thought this was a what?
Oh wait, here's your girl. She's gonna right in front of you.
It's a this yeah.
Yeah, right there.
And I
Boom.
and I just walked right around.
Right.
Yeah, okay. Like, not impressed. I'm sorry. I can't. It blows my mind that someone okayed this. So yeah, I do keep thinking about Orlando and something in particular, and I can't help but continue thinking about this and wondering why someone
would do that.
okayed this. There's no way anybody thought that was gonna be scary.
Well, sexy vampires are always scary. They're so scary. Ooh. Shiver me timbers.
Was just an excuse to have hookers. It's really all it was. It was an excuse for hookers. I don't care what anybody says. I mean, I'm not wrong. It's too funny.
Oh yeah. I did like the casino with how they did some of the stuff.
The casino was cool.
Delirium was fun.
Sexy Frankenstein is where it's at. Yeah. See, show me something unique. I mean, hooker vampire, prostitute vampire. Like, we haven't already.
Well, we did have some.
Really, we've already been down this road, haven't we? Like.
Yes, there was a VIP room. There was a VIP room. I almost walked into it, and I looked over, and she was like, "Get over here." This one, not the vampire. There was several times you're like, "Get over here! I'm leaving you."
Well, because I felt alright. It was. I didn't quite know how to feel while I was walking in that area. It was just so, and it wasn't scary. It was just more awkward than anything else. It was like, it was watching your friend try to flirt and fail like hard. it was very awkward and uncomfortable that right. It was like I just secondhand embarrassment, I guess would be the best way to describe it. I wanted away from that as soon as possible. So yeah, I was gonna leave you in there.
Well, the funny thing is, I understand you're part of it because they had some sexy male vampires there that were
They were
they
awkward and
were
uncomfortable too.
they were more,
Like
to me, they seemed more awkward and uncomfortable
the whole thing was awkward, uncomfortable because the guys even
with some of.
sweetheart, we were not all batting for the same team, okay?
Yeah,
Like
yeah,
so him trying to hit on me, yes, it was very awkward, very uncomfortable, very
yeah.
uncouth. Like
And I'm sitting here trying to get video, and and they're like hamming it up for me, and I'm like, dude, that's not my thing, but okay. It's like I'm trying, and I'm trying not to like just get the women. I'm trying to get everything that's going on because you're trying to show what they have.
yeah.
As for the house or a scare zone, you're trying to catch everything. And some of them, like they saw a camera in front of them, and it was time to show off, which was kind of funny. Um, but like I said, I don't mind because I'm not really paying attention. I'm just trying to like catch the background, the actors, just the whole scene of the thing. As much as you can as you're walking through.
Yeah.
You know,
That was my
and
least favorite
Perry's
one.
right too. You got to put the women in there for clicks, but if you don't
Oh
show the
yeah.
authentic side of how everything is, people call you out on that. So that's what I was doing. I was putting in everything, and yes, it's so true. If you don't have the pretty women, unfortunately, that's how life is. Pretty women bring in clicks, and
Yeah.
it just,
Sex sells. Pretty people sell. It is what it is.
that's why this one here is in the front all the time. Pretty women bring in clicks. Um, but yeah, for Sexy Frankenstein, the sexiest Frankenstein that I could think of was Real Genius. No, not Real. Weird Science. Weird Science.
I
Where
haven't
they
seen that movie in a while.
pieced the perfect parts of each woman together.
I haven't seen that movie in a long time.
Yeah. All right, I'm gonna skip through here because we've already been in some of these. This one here was pretty cool.
Oh, this was the
Delirium.
military.
Yeah, Delirium 666.
Yeah.
So it was cool how they did this, and let me kind of click through here real fast. They got us going into a room, and we dropped down to the 666 floor.
Like the one guy's yelling, "Did you sign the waiver? You didn't sign the waiver? Oh no, God."
Yeah, so
Nope.
it was pretty big for an elevator. I was really hoping that they would have done the elevator a little bit better than they did, but hey, it works.
Oh, honey, I'm still not entirely sure how
And there's mom and dad.
she puts this together because the way the park was lined, like it was walled off. Parts of it were actually like walled off. So I imagine, and I know they do a non-scary Halloween event for kids with like Mickey's Not So Scary Halloween, like for trick or treating thing. And then of course they have the regular park during the day.
Yeah.
So I can't imagine they break all of that stuff down and set it up every single.
No, these are areas of the park
So
that's lightly used, if at all.
yeah, I would imagine like the park was something they probably put up in a day and a half, 2 days.
Yeah, I
They
don't.
probably didn't have much time to work on it.
Although Pink Pickles is funny. She says, You got the clicks last night with your sexy armpits. So for those that might not know, Death Dealer is on Iconic Video Games, and last night there was a new character that was hanging out in the chat, and he liked her sexy hair and her armpits, and not the hair in her armpits because he wasn't talking about that, which was funny. He literally put that in the comments. Uh, somebody had already erased the armpit comment, but it was already too late. Most of us had already seen that.
It was too funny. Too funny. I love it.
It was hilarious. Like I said, he didn't seem. He seemed very harmless, you know, and you know.
Oh, he was just trying to be sweet, I think, and put his- it was great. It was really great. Never had my armpits called sexy before, but that's a new one for me.
That's a new fetish I've ever heard of.
Everyone's got a thing.
Yeah.
Who am I to judge?
And does this mess with you walking through these tunnels?
Yeah, it messes with your equilibrium.
What's up, Huzzah?
There's no
What's going on,
way.
Frank?
Most people can't walk through those without it messing up your balance.
He says, "Well, I came in at a weird time." Yeah. Yeah, she did. And Tank's making an appearance again. What's up, buddy? Oh, because I'm petting you. Now you're going to get in my lap. Never mind. I shouldn't have done that. He wants love.
He's feeling left out, neglected. My poor dog.
That should have said. Okay, Game Complainer says Death should have said my husband has some hairy armpits or sexy armpits.
I don't know about yours being sexy, but they're definitely hairy. That's for sure. He's definitely hairy.
Yeah. So yeah, and what I usually do with these houses, I usually try to keep them separate, not just do an all-inclusive one that everybody does. So I try to do like mini videos of just the house and maybe a couple sections that we do like the scare zones, just so people have a chance to see them. Sometimes people don't want to watch the whole thing. And you know, maybe you missed something, you weren't paying attention, and you know, you can watch for a minute here and there versus 20 to 40 minutes of houses.
Yeah.
You know, so I try to make it out for you guys a little bit better. And it was a nice night out there. We'll head on over to Tampa, and this guy was pretty cool. Talking with him, I liked his makeup and everything. His beard's kind of coming off his beard. But
the fact that
yeah,
they started integrating more makeup and prosthetics than masks, because I for one am tired of everyone using masks instead of prosthetics and makeup these days.
I think when you do the masks and the prosthetics, you have to do it right with the right character.
Well, people
You know,
are relying too
but
heavily on
when you
masks.
well, you do a mask and you don't do anything else. Yeah, you're relying way too much on it to be effective. You know, but from what I did hear last year, the Tampa Howl-O-Scream ended up pulling back from doing as much makeup as they used to do to a lot of the.
Yeah, that is true.
And this is the one we always get. Me got screwed up with one of the times we were talking about these houses. This used to be a swamp when you walk in. The entrance is the same, but it's not the same. And it was, you know, basically it was a swamp. You know, you had to deal with the bayou and witches and gators and stuff like that. But it just, wasn't what it was. You know, now it's a circus. So, iconic video games. All right, what's up? Dread is wearing a Metroid shirt. Yeah, yeah. But did you notice it's a Metroid Dreadpool shirt? You can buy one too.
What I'm grateful for, at least though, with the Busch Gardens, with this house, I didn't have to walk through nothing but rooms of clowns after clowns after clowns after clowns after.
Yeah.
Everyone always wants to go with clowns when they're doing like circuses and stuff. So it was nice that they didn't rely heavily on clowns in this one thing. Thankfully, there were like a couple of clowns, but there were
Yeah.
a bajillion friggin' clowns.
It wasn't. Yeah. I mean, even that guy was trying to be creepy, which he ended up being more creepy than scary.
We can't have chocolate tape.
Yeah, but I was losing my thought. Oh, iconic video games. You just missed. We were just talking about you. So go figure that we were just talking about you and the new guy that was talking about her hair and her armpits that were being sexy. Apparently, we're gonna have to like cover her up better. I mean,
Ooh, I'm gonna do an
no spaghetti.
OnlyFans.
Oh, there you go. There's probably somebody out there right now doing that anyway.
I'm gonna sell armpit and feet pics. I have some cute feet too. I know there's a market for that.
He says that's an even better shirt. Yes, it is. Yes, it is. And I had Graphic God design it for me. Well, I designed it. He created it. How's that sound? But yeah, he's the mastermind that did it all. And let's see. But yeah, they did really good. I liked the fact that, like you said, it wasn't all clowns. It wasn't this, and it was more circus anyway. So you got to see a couple clowns, a couple sideshow freaks, a couple other scenes of it.
Rednecks, carnies.
Yeah.
Hillbillies.
I was hoping that guy that would swing out it towards me because it was pitch black and you couldn't see anything. I was hoping for him, and he didn't do that.
Yeah, probably couldn't. One, because they're not allowed to do certain things, insurance-wise.
Yeah, but he did that to you.
I'm pasty pale and glow in the dark white. He could see exactly where I was. So yeah. That's also probably another difference. He could say exactly where I was and gauge how much room he had.
I guess. Not like my lights weren't. I mean, my lights are not lights. They're infrared, so
no, but
camera picks stuff up.
I'm not saying that. I'm just saying he may not have been able to gauge. You're wearing black.
And holding the camera with the lights on it. Cameras.
Okay, well maybe he just didn't like you, that's all.
I guess not. That's fine. You don't have to like me. What's going on, Batman?
They like to go for what they consider, just like we do when we're scaring people in trails. What do you go for when you see your people coming up? You go for what looks like the easy target, person you're going to scare.
Yeah.
If you and I are walking through and you have the opportunity to try and scare one of us walking through, who are you going to take your chances on? Then...
Well, I was trying to catch more of what was going on. You're falling down, dude. He's like really sliding through my legs here. He's about to flop down.
He's disappointed in you as I
am. He gave you that look. Come on, get your butt up here. All right. I know, you want to sit over there with Mommy?
No.
Yeah?
He wants Mommy's chocolate they can't have.
Alright, go ahead.
He can't have chocolate.
Go ahead. I better eat some too before it's all gone. All right. So anyway, do you guys have any questions about Howl-O-Scream? Definitely not Gandalf. No, no, not Gandalf. Not yet.
Yeah. I wouldn't scare Dread because he looks like he could get violent if startled, which is really funny because he's actually the more calm out of the two of us.
Yeah.
I'm the one who has had to be extremely careful with the way I react when startled.
Yeah. It like I said before at the beginning of the intro, I do get scared. Just very rarely, and at the same time, um, there's times that I know I'm on camera and I know I got scared, and I watch the replay, and I didn't even react, and I'm like, no, I jumped, but I didn't. So internally, I jumped, and I'll admit it when actors do get me, But I guess physically, my reaction is invisible.
I react more. And again, if I saw us walking down the trail, I would go for me. I would not.
Oh well.
Well, then again, also too, in my experience, guys usually actually are kind of easier to scare sometimes than the women. Guys are a lot easier to mess with. Um, in
Yeah.
some cases. So, I guess it just depends.
It all depends on who the guys are, because there's been a couple guys even in our trails that you find the one, and there's guys that have gone through and have said, this guy's the only guy that scared me so far, and they usually go through the first trail before they get to the second trail.
Yeah.
So to me, again, that's a compliment, because to have somebody be able to scare that nobody else has been able to scare is pretty good. Yes, Batman is here too.
I always think of the
In the
theme
chat.
song from the cartoon. Yeah. Not a bad thing. I used to love that cartoon. Alright. Next.
Okay, well, if nobody's got questions about any of the Howl-O-Screams, we're going to go to...
They're different. They're both different. They're both good, though, but they're both different.
Yeah, but they're both commercial. So that's why I was trying to keep it that way.
This is the one I got to walk through early.
Oh, yeah, this one. If we stick around long enough, you get to see me squat through. I went through the tunnel where you guys walked around.
Yeah. You went through the tunnel and I walked through, because I was...
Nope.
I get on my hands and knees and crawling on the ground. What the hell do I look like to you? Get out of here. No, thank you. Also, A, I was wearing a skirt. B, I am a grown-ass adult. I am not getting on my hands and knees and crawling if I can just walk through. And what's even funnier, like I said, I could look in the room and see you anyway, so it really didn't matter. It was more for my entertainment than it probably was for yours. I wish I would have recorded it.
I did record it.
I would have recorded it from the outside view.
Yeah, that would have been good.
I could have recorded you crawling on your hands and knees through a tunnel.
Ironically, I was not even on my hands and knees. I was literally squatting, because I had to hold the camera. I couldn't do the hands and knee thing, so I had to really squat down.
The fun and just killed the jokes. Way to go. Buzzkill.
See, right here. She's like, no, you go. Tiny giants over there in the kitchen making some noise. So this is me inside the tunnel.
He don't want you yet. I don't know what's going on with this, but
he just wants attention. So, me going through the tunnel. You got video. There you
Again,
go.
I should have recorded it from the outside view. I could have recorded it.
You could have recorded me getting up like an old man. All folded
Either
over.
way, anyone get it would have been entertaining for somebody.
All right, so Axel's on the same track as we are. Here we go. Sir Henry's Media Night, and you'll see right there's Carlo in the blue shirt on the other side, and that's Tampa J. There's a few other people here. They're in front of me, if you notice, not here, but towards the other way. There is a female wrestler from NXT, like further up this way. But yes, they do have another wrestler, not a wrestler, what is it?
No.
What's his name?
Uh,
Saxon.
he was WWE leadership
Yeah.
then. I don't know.
So Axel's asking, are you guys going to Sir Henry's Haunted Christmas?
Yes. Absolutely.
I'm gonna say,
Yes.
duh. Of course we're going, Axel.
I found another one that's going to be doing a Christmas trail, so I'll get to do 2 Christmas trails. I'm so excited.
Which one?
The last, what was the name of that? I forgot the
13th
name.
floor? Which one are you talking about?
I don't know what you're even talking about.
Okay.
You don't make any sense.
The 13th floor is the one in Jacksonville that I was wanting to go to. They do a Krampus,
I don't know.
but I haven't seen anything from them stating as
I
if they're going
wasn't
to do it.
talking about them. I was talking about the one trail we went to and talking to him, and he said he's going to do a Christmas trail this year.
Oh man, which one was that? What?
This fucking guy.
I don't remember. I remember being somewhere talking about
Oh my
it.
god. Do you guys see what I have to put up with? Like, this is what I deal with. Like, all the time. This is...
And you
He
know,
is prematurely aging me. I can't with you. You know what? I will deal with this later. But there was a trail that's going to be doing a Christmas trail for the first time. So, in all honesty, I forgot what the name of the trail was. Otherwise, I would
was
tell
it the
you.
last one we went to?
I think so, yeah.
Ominous Descent?
Maybe that seemed about
Fear
right.
Reach?
Unmunis Descent. It was Unmunis Descent is what it was.
It was
Yeah.
the one with the big parking lot?
Yeah. It was them.
Okay, that was the last one. So yeah, if they do it, we are going there also. But yeah, it all depends on the weekend and how many of them are doing it. I wanted to go to the 13th floor, which is up in Jacksonville, but
Listen, I keep trying to talk him into getting one of those GoPro cameras. I keep telling him we can just clip it onto his beard. It would be like perfect, and then he won't have to hold it and be like. Because sometimes he takes so long walking through places because he's doing. That's when it's. We should just.
Could you
look at it
imagine
from like his point of view?
Could you imagine
So
though
much
having a GoPro attached here, and when I look, you guys are swinging over this way and swinging over that way?
Oh, stop swinging.
It's
your
like a
head
roller
around.
coaster.
Don't be swinging sassy like it won't be a problem, sir.
I gotta see.
This is awesome.
Yes.
Yes, we would be going to Sir Henry's Haunted Christmas, of course.
And this,
That'll be exciting to do. They have a cookbook. It's a old. What did they say? Like Depression recipes or something like that. It's like something. They're like old fashioned recipes, and I was like,
they were trying to, from what I recall, they were trying to theme it as a the era of like the 20s, whatever. They were trying to give it that theme, but I don't think they were actually recipes from back then.
I don't know. How did I...
Okay, game complaint. Okay, wait, let's backtrack again. Perry says that's my cousin. Batman says he has a magical beard. Yes, I do. I'm not conceited. I just have proof.
He's just lucky I let him grow his beard.
Apparently, GameStop, there was some gremlin stealing PS5. Uh-oh. Is that in the sequel that they're gonna come out with? Another Gremlins? They should install a scary roller coaster at Sir Henry so Dreadpool can scream like a little girl again in 360.
I agree. I think that'd be great.
You know, there is a couple places that do have a scary mountain coaster. So we'd have to go up there to see that. And I want to go. I just don't see it in the cards this year for it. And there's Sir Henry himself.
This was from
Yeah.
We went back.
I didn't put anything else but Media Nights. So
we went back another night to go enjoy it. Have fun.
But yeah, it was great.
Sir Henry's. He had some gross scents in some of his fog machines.
The scents weren't there. Yeah, that was Sir Henry. That's Sir Henry right there, Frank. So that's him. The man, the legend, the ghost, the myth. The haunt, I guess. Are you okay there, buddy? You good? Seems a little warm. Alright. Right here we're in Pyram's. And
that's a great angle of me.
Yeah, you're the one that was holding it. You moved it around a couple times.
That is a terrible angle. Oh my god.
The last part coming out of there. They have a closet that you have to walk through. And the two of them don't like the closet, so they're like freaked out because of the closet.
Listen, when you've had a couple 100 pounds worth of costumes following you where somebody actually has to get you help, you don't like closets. I start to bother you after a while.
All right, just so you guys know, I'm the only one that has Pyram's front-facing view of a camera because of the 360. I talked to Sir Henry, and he allowed us to still record, but I have to wait at least a year. I told him I'd put it out in 2 years. He said I could put it out next year. So before haunt season starts, I will have that video dropping for that. So if you guys want to see what Pyram's looks like on the opposite view, where stuff that Death Dealer wasn't seeing or wasn't showing you, now you can in a year from now. So that video will be dropping, and it even says with Pyram's. So I already have it sit there, uploaded, and everything ready to rock and roll. It's just the house itself and a full 360 of everything again. So that way, if you guys wanted to go back and rewatch everything, including Pyram's, that's up to you guys. But yeah, it's cool to be able to be one of the only ones that can do stuff like that because of the technology that we have and the fact that he trusts me not to put it out there because they want to keep everything, the way that they want to do it. But this was the first year that they allowed us to go front facing in their houses. So always cool when you have people like that run these places and trust you. So again, that's why I try to honor what I say I'm gonna do and keep it from being exploitive like some people do, or try to cheat the system that some people do. So alright, Perry says we used to always go to a club restaurant called Jekyll and Hyde's down in New York City. I think they closed a while back.
That sounds like
Oh, that sounds like it would have been fun. Do I need to move over again? Or
Mm,
feel like I'm taking up all the real estate.
you are always in my way. Always. In
Always.
my way.
Oh,
Fine.
oh, just a little behind the scenes thing. Carlo and his wife ended up leaving early from Sir Henry's. So I saw them leave. I chased them down. Mind you, by the time I saw where they were, I was already at the car. What was I doing? I had the. I think I
You're
was.
taking something.
Oh yeah, I bought merch,
Mm.
and as we always do, or at least try to do. It, support these places. And we buy the merch, and then we do videos on them too. But I was putting it in the car, and I saw their car driving off. So I went chasing them, and I'm running down the side, right next to the driver, or to the passenger's window, and I'm like hunched over so I could see them, and they could see that it's me running next to them, and they like skid out and everything, and they're still, in the parking lot driving out to the exit. They skid out, and they're yelling at me that they almost ran me over because I startled them so bad.
You realize
What's
Sir
that?
Henry's didn't have any candles this year.
Yes, I did realize that too.
I was just thinking about that. Honestly, I didn't get a candle this year from them.
Maybe because of the candle issue that we brought up last time. Well, no, we were at the very
I
end.
got all the candles.
I know, but we were there at the end. We already got the candles during media night, but when we went back,
I didn't buy any candles this year.
yeah, we did. We got the jar that we.
Those were this year.
No, that was this year.
Are you sure?
Yes,
Was it this year?
yes, that was this
Are
year.
you sure?
Yes, we got the big old jars because they had issues with the shipping of the last ones, so they had to go to somebody else. So median, that was at median night that they told us about that, and then we were there the second to last night that they're open. So if they sold out, they sold out. They weren't getting any more for the year. Yeah, that's why they sold out. So Perry says it was great. It was several floors of his mansion, and they had horror themed food and drinks. Great chocolate peanut butter pie there. Nice. Perry says, "You lovely people rock. You rock too, Batman." Let's see. Nobody on that one. We went in here again for the second time. We thought this was the one because this is the new one. We thought originally that this was the one that they did not want us to record in, front facing. So this is our second time. And I guess because Death was already scared, that she knew where the scares were coming from, so she didn't jump as much in this one. But no, we had a great time at this place, and always have a great time, and we will always go back. They have Christmas one, and they have a Valentine's one. So, and we love going to these. So that's our new Valentine's date night, basically, is going to Sir Henry's, because
Nothing's more romantic than, decapitations.
Yeah, that too. I was thinking more than scaring your girl into your arms,
Fastest way to a man's heart is through his ribcage.
Yes. Yes, it is. Um, but what was I saying? Oh yeah, we've done the dinner thing, back when we were first dating and all that, and getting married, and at the beginning of the marriage. It's just it's turned out to be. She realized that all the stuff that I do. Who needs Valentine's Day? I bring her flowers, chocolates. I haven't brought any chocolates this time because she had her own chocolates through trick or treating with the kids,
I hate Valentine's
and now
Day.
she's sharing it with me.
I've always disliked Valentine's Day.
Yeah, but it was always a high expectation. You know, we went to that restaurant,
Yeah.
that one high class restaurant that I had
It-
made a
it was
reservation in person.
Terrible. It was
They didn't
freaking
have our reservation when
terrible.
we got there.
It was so bad.
The food was good and pricey.
But you were sitting on top of the people right next to you.
Yeah, they had us packed in, and they did squeeze us in.
So dumb. Speaking of the, I'm kind of hungry again.
I'm
I want
trying to
real
get the chocolate
food. I
out.
don't want chocolate anymore. I
Pixel
want-
Slapper, what's going on? Thanks for stopping in. He says, after I got over Christopher Lee's eyes as Dracula, I kind of grew up. Yeah. No comment? No? Okay. I appreciate you guys for being here. Share this out. We're just running through the haunts. And the next one really, really, I'm going to say shocked me. This one.
Oh.
This one really shocked me. This is Pemberton Haunters Hillbilly Mayhem. Met the owner, really cool. This is his backyard. Okay. This is not even the front of the house or part of the house. This is all built in his backyard. It's actually more of his side yard because this house was to the right of us in the subdivision, and apparently this was the last night he was able to do, or not last year that he's able to do this. He's actually found another location, so he's actually going more pro now than he was before. And as a home haunt slash, you know, backyard haunt, holy cow, these guys, every room had a scare actor. Even a transition tunnel from one type of scene to another had a scare actor. They had like the most intense when it came to the people for the scare actors on how they were doing their stuff. I mean, he slapped that dummy so good. It was like, it was realistic.
That
That's
was
a
an
practice
actual,
dummy.
yeah, an actual ballistics dummy. That thing, oh, it sounded like Jello slapping. It was like, oh, that's gross. So gross. So funny.
But I mean, even here, all the detail that they put in there on the shelves, they had all these old cans and
There was stuff
There was everywhere.
There
Yeah,
wasn't
it
any blank
wasn't.
space anywhere. There was something
There was
everywhere.
always something somewhere, and if you thought that, you'll find out later on that there's a scene, a room that doesn't look like it has much, but there's a lot more that you don't even see until after the scares come at you. And yeah, they did a great job. Like I said, some of those were mannequins, some of those were dummies, some of those were just costumes, props, and you know, even here, yeah, they did really good. They did great. You know, even this lady here, you know, even for not having as much makeup on, she knew who to bow down to. Look, she's bowing down to me. I'm the greatest. And then that's where she's yelling at me. Get over here.
Yes, he was giving me things for-
Hey, when you have a fan, you gotta you know, slow down and you know, sign some. Maybe she wanted me to sign her chest or something. I don't know. Pixel Slappers, it's good footage, but yeah, walking through there is hard to convey. It is. Um, and a lot of people have like the selfie stuff like this that all you see is backwards, so you can't see as much. I had to do that because of the room, and that's a Dreadpool shirt there too that you're seeing. Also at the store. I am. I am. I got the same view of an angle like you did when turning it around. Only the beard covered everything. um, but yeah, some of these rooms, I'm trying to get a better night vision camera so we can get some better footage and try to zoom it out a little bit more. That's where the 360 comes in really good. Uh, when we do have some light, you can actually see it a little bit more. And that was a nice little. Oops, you went too far. You got to figure out where the wall is, and there's the opening. So, and again,
They set this stuff like that on purpose, though.
Yeah, but that's what I'm saying. I like that. I like the fact that they did that to you, so you do run into it by accident. You were meant to do that, but you thought you.
No, Harry's yelling at him again to hurry up and keep it moving.
And then there's a guy in here yelling off to our right, and I respond to him. Oh, we'll be right back, because he's stuck in there for some reason. But that used to be the old entrance. Come to find out. So it's cool to find out these little things. Oh, watch this. This was great. This is when I realized they did a great job. Ran all the way back to me. Which way do I go?
They're yelling and then darting at me. And I'm yelling back at them, where do I go?
And then there's a hallway. You saw somebody's hand sticking through the hallway. Again, transition. And there's somebody there. And then watch this. Somebody, it looks like we're swimming. And the guy's like gone again. So obviously he knows the maze. And we're like trying to figure out where to walk because we can't see the walls.
I just kept running into them.
Just like what you're seeing is what we're seeing.
I kept running into them.
And then a big ass gator. So I'm stuck because there's a guy on my left, or I'm sorry, the gator's on my left, the guy's on my right, and I'm trying to get through them. She's right there, right? Watch. I literally turned the corner and look, you just see her like right there, and he's like going after you. You're already gone.
I'm done.
After this, lost her. I go running. And you can't really tell how fast I'm going, but I'm like running through here.
I was gone.
And this guy's like, oh, because he had already missed you.
Yep.
And then he came back, and here I am popping out. And I'm like, where did she go? So I literally lost you.
Yep.
And that's where I spot you, and I'm like running over to come get you. That's how far away she ran. That never happens. And the owner, I don't know if he thought it was too much, like he was feeling bad. And I was like, no, dude, don't. Like, this is an honor. Like, you don't understand. This is an honor for what you did. She never runs. And for her to run like that, and yeah, that was a great one. All right, let's get caught up on the chat here. Hillbilly Mayhem sounds like where my shop is. That's funny. For those that you don't know, Game Complainers has a video game store, and he runs it quite well. I've gotten some games from him. He sold some games to other people in the community, so good stuff. Definitely competitive with the pricing. He's not a GameStop where he's like jacking up the prices. He's very competitive with the prices. Let's see, where else are we at? No problem. It's hard to convey. Batman says, Pixel Slapper, I just subbed to your channel. Pixel Slapper says, Sam Fisher versus the Knight kind of spoils the illusion. LOL. I've waited. I've got your channel. Please don't tell anyone I'm in the shadow, Batman. And then, yeah. So I have this looping, in case you guys are wondering. And then Iconic Video Games is laughing at everybody. I think he's laughing at us.
I mean, listen, I don't run, so if I'm running, there's a good cause for it. It overloaded my senses, and I was done. It was absolutely. He kept taking forever, and like I said, he's going to be the one to get us all killed. This is the guy right here. He's victim number one in the horror movies.
So you say.
Oh, I know, because when I tell you, oh, I heard something outside, the windows are locked, doors locked, we're inside, everybody's safe inside. And what does he say? I'm gonna go out and take a look at it. What?
It's a hurricane.
Suicidal behavior, sir.
That's a hurricane. That's fine.
Yeah, don't even get me started on that. That was not impressive. I'm yelling at him. I walk away and I'm not paying attention for 10 minutes. So what do I find out? He's outside in the hurricane.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm looking for the next one real fast. I'm trying to see if I can find.
Next one, what?
The next spot. We are right here. Okay, so this one here is Terror at the Track.
I didn't do this one.
I went by myself. What was it? A Thursday night, right? Yeah, it was a Thursday night, and again, unless I tell you it's media night, we're paying for our way in. So let me fix something real fast.
Ah, that's funny. I always think about that guy in Friday the 13th Part 4 who announces to nobody how Jason is killing him. Yeah, no, that would be him. That would be him. Batman says, make sure if you go outside to take a look, you have an axe with you. I don't think the axe is going to save him.
No.
I just don't see that. But I also foresee him having a different kind of accident. I don't think his death would be quite that blunt. I think it'll be much more peaceful, like after a nice warm dinner.
Yeah. Yeah. I'm trying to find.
Oh gosh.
I'm trying to find this person.
This girl was at least nice enough to start trying to run and then turn around and wait for him. She was much more patient and nice than I am, because I already told him, I said, no. Would not have. Oh, excuse me, sorry. It would not have been me. I would have ran off and left you and been like, nope.
Yeah, she goes by Mama Florida something. I'm trying to see if I can find her.
No, he was following this girl through the trail. She was walking fast because she didn't want to do the trail, really. She did it as a favor. So she was oh, excuse me. She was real quick to jump, scream, try to run. So he's just trying to keep up with her.
I can't seem.
She was not going to take her time and walk through slowly and look at things. She was just trying to get out.
Yeah, what happened was she apparently went through there at one point in time during the day and was like, nope, I'm not going back. I'm not doing this. And how come I can't find her? When I went that Thursday, and it was towards the end of the season, they had a chainsaw guy on a slider, and they were tormenting her just by her going to the bathroom. And it was funny that they were messing with her. I was like, all right, cool. Um, I just noticed that they were messing with with some people, but they were messing with her more than normal. Um, so I went through and I posted that video too. It's just me going through, seeing everything. It's not as, I guess you would say, fun watching nobody other than people jumping out at trying to scare me, and you can't even see if I'm getting scared or not. So it really didn't. I ended up talking to one of the guys that works there. I don't know who he is. I want to say his name was Sean or Shane, um, and he had asked me how it went, and I told him, it was okay. It was good for what it was, but it's not the same without my wife being here because I usually capture her, and you can't see me jumping. Other than that, the 360. But even then, I'm so used to the stuff that I don't jump. So he's like, "Oh, you should see about getting somebody that's in there in the line to see if they jump." And I was like, "Oh, yeah, maybe I could do that." So I ended up talking to my contact. Oh, here it is. She is Mama Z from Florida, and she spells it really, really awkward. But she's on my TikTok. I've got her linked in the Terror of the Track videos. So if you guys go to those videos, you can follow her too. Uh, I wonder why she's not. Did she stop following me? I can't believe that. Oh no. It doesn't say that. Yeah, I guess she stopped following me.
It's fine. Next.
So anyway, I walked up to her because the guy said, "Hey, look, um, I don't know any of these people to be able to like ask them to do that." And I was like, "Well, what about that one girl because I ended up at the end of my trail, I ended up doing paintball, and I ended up talking to her and a few other people, and I ended up doing the paintball stuff, and that's why I was like, hey, what about this one here in the jacket?" And they're like, "Oh, she won't do it. She won't do it." So I walked up. I was like, well, let me see what I can do. Walked up to her, said, "Look, the track needs you. I need you. This is what we got to do." And she's like, "Do I have to?" I'm like, "No, but we kind of need you for this." So she volunteered, and you could see how they did a pretty good job with her. I think he would have. I don't think he would have ran.
No.
Because that last guy, she's asking me, which way do I go? And then this guy pops out. They did the same to me, and then you naturally think, oh, I got to go the opposite way because you naturally think you're not going to go past them because the only other opening's this way, which is what. Here I am running, and all of a sudden I'm hearing a chainsaw next to me, and I'm like, they shouldn't be running that close. So I slow down, and you can kind of see over my head right now. There's the chainsaw guy from the front area chasing her down. So this was an epic run. I guess coming over this way, she realized that she was okay. And she got tired out. We all got tired out. But yeah, it was a fun night, even though death wasn't there. But somebody thought they were gonna die. Wasn't me.
Death needs rest.
And speaking of, here we are, coming back. One of the what was this?
This was Fear Reach.
This is Fear Reach. Fear Reach Screen Park. Was this this was like their last? Was this a Thursday, right? Okay, yeah. So this was a Thursday, and this place was great. The chainsaw again. I don't do chainsaws. We gave them feedback because the owners asked us what we thought, and obviously we always say, yeah, chainsaws don't do it for us, but they told us why they built what they built.
It was still a cool house.
It was good.
It wasn't my favorite. It was cool because it was set up like a maze. with obnoxious lighting and then really loud obnoxious chainsaws. So it worked out to be loud and obnoxious.
Yeah. It was good. I did like the other two houses better, but that's because they were more housey versus chasey. Because it seemed like it was like the maze that they're chasing you through.
Well, yeah,
So
they were. It seemed like they were more restricted to a particular section in that one, and that was probably for good cause.
yeah. But it was the it was the three most feared things by teenage girls, which was
Yeah,
chainsaws.
yeah,
What was it?
strobe
Strobe
light
lights. Yeah,
and darkness, blackouts, because
yeah,
there was a
blackout.
bunch of blacked out sections. And yes, my mug is large. I don't know why it's comically large. It just is, but it works out perfect.
All right,
Doesn't work well for coffee. It gets cold.
Pixel Slapper. Miniature. Minotaur syndrome. Okay, I guess with the walking through with the maze. Okay, I gotcha. Um, the guys in the old waltzers, used to spin faster when the girls rode, trying to empty their purses with physics. Spud guns and worse paintballs. Where's the wheezing? Yeah, you'd expect me to be wheezing, right? She was out, and I was still good. I was actually wheezing too, but pretend like it never happened. Uh, Hearing a chainsaw would bring my legs a run. That's funny, Pixel Slapper. Game Complainer says, I always think about that guy on Friday the 13th Part 4 who announces to nobody how Jason was killing him.
So,
Did you?
yes,
Yeah, I was like,
said that would be you. You
yeah.
are that guy.
I was gonna say it sounds familiar.
He would be announcing that I'm getting stabbed. He stabbed
Oh.
me. You would be that guy.
That would be me.
Yes. Yes.
Alright. I just thought about what I needed to do. I think I did this. That. Now I can move this. Move that a little bit better. There. Now it's not.
God. Kill me. This is the maze, so that the three things. Strobe lights, and then pitch black, and dude chainsaw will pop out soon, shortly.
Yeah. So that again, they did really good because you're like, okay, which way am I going? Obviously, you're able to see certain things. Our eyes are adjusting. The cameras can't really tell, and it's a good thing I have the IR sensor, so you can actually see depth and some of these guys walking around as I'm going back and forth. I don't know if they were just messing with us the way they were, because from what I've seen some other videos, they seem to be messing a little differently with some of the other people that have walked through. So I don't know if it was because we were just a little bit more calm versus like some of these other people freaking out. Yet again, it's hard to tell. And I've had people try to, again, if I go by myself, try to scare me, and it doesn't do as well. But I like that guy's mask better than the guy that was behind us. And again, you're like trying to figure out which way to go out. It's kind of a maze. I won't repeat that for you, Pixel Slapper, but you're funny.
I'm not even commenting on that one. That's
a fear.
funny.
That's a fear that a lot of people have.
Amazing.
Yeah.
Not for nothing. I had somebody one time poop themselves when I scared them.
Oh, we've done that.
I laughed, but it was not that funny at the time because it smelled the rest of the night.
Well, we had that between me and Mom too. We had that same person.
Yeah.
And we're like,
that person peed in the cabin. Oh god, we couldn't figure out who made him pee because he and I were right next to each other. So the wall, we
it's
shared a wall,
the,
and the pee was
like right
where
there.
the wall was, but we couldn't tell if the pee was on what side.
Well, how about the girl on the
Oh, we
ramp?
kept smelling all night. It was the pee. Yeah, the girl. Oh god.
Mom was sitting there on the ramp, just standing there, and then she finally moved.
She said, don't scare me, I'm gonna pee." And the girl goes, "Too late, I'm peeing."
She's standing in line, and mind you, this is a handicap cabin, so there's a ramp to go up to the cabin. They're all standing there, so this pee is trickling down.
Yeah, I just like the fact that she said, "Don't scare me, I'm gonna pee myself." And then a second later she went, "Too late." I couldn't believe it. I was like, I can't believe. And her friends didn't just leave with her to take her to the bathroom or anything. That's what killed me is they all just stayed in line and then went through the house. Because I flat out looked at them and was like, "Do you want
I
to
think that's the same.
go to the bathroom and then just
come back,
and I'll let you come up to the front and I'll just let you in." And they're like, "No, it's okay." And I'm like, what kind of animals are you people that you're just walking around with piss everywhere? Like, what the hell?
Or you're not getting back in my car. How about that? You know, like, yeah, no. But yeah, I know some of you guys that have been here a while now already know that we have a pee competition. We have little check marks to see how many people we make pee themselves. So, piss or shit, whichever one.
We're also outside though now, so if somebody pees or poops themselves, we just cover it up with some dirt and move it along. It was not that funny when we were inside of the cabin and we had to deal with a floor.
But in line, that was funny.
The line was hysterical. That was so funny. Like, that girl, she sat there and pissed, and she announced she was peeing. That was the best part. Is she's like, "Too late," and I'm like, looking at her, going, "What do you mean it's too late?" And she's like, "I'm already peeing," and I was like, "I'm sorry, what?"
Yeah.
She's like, "I'm pissing myself."
Yeah. Yeah.
You make a line and come back later, like go home and check, like, I don't know, go find something to do anywhere else. Like, what? I can't imagine being that terrified I pee in line. What did she think was gonna happen inside the house? That's my biggest question. What did she think was going to happen when she got in?
Maybe she's the same one that came over to the new place and shat herself. I don't know. Never know.
This lady, like, what was it, last year or the year before, she walked over to where Mom's area was, and Mom scared her. And she looked at Mom and said, "Hold on a second, I'll be right back." And walked over like maybe 10 feet and popped a squat in the middle of the woods and took a piss right off the side of the trail, like about 3 feet away from our sister. I was like, "She didn't know you were there." She's like, "She didn't know I was there."
I would have scared her.
I would have done it too. She was
afraid. If I would have realized
she was gonna piss everywhere, though. She's like, I had no idea what was gonna happen because she was drunk as all get out. I was like, "Yeah, you got a good point there." Yeah, but I mean, how far is it really gonna go?
That's what I'm saying. How far is it really gonna go? Is she got like she got like a one of those pump water guns? You know what I mean? What has she got there? So yeah, I would have scared her.
A shiwi. Maybe she got a shiwi.
You know, who knows?
She got kicked off the property for that.
Piddle Slapper says, or Pixel Slap. I'm reading both.
That was
There you go. Pixel Slapper says,
And we're gonna leave it at that for the end of the night. That was
Piddle
awesome.
helps tighten leather. I carry a bucket. Oh, man.
Listen, if I were a guy, I'd probably pee like everywhere. It's so much easier to pee as a guy than it is versus a woman. I mean, God, life would be great just to be able to piss on a tree. Like, especially when I'm working on the trail and stuff, that would be so convenient. What do I gotta do now? I gotta stop what I'm doing, go get a key to the bathroom, walk all the way over to the bathroom.
You got keys now.
I gotta, well, do I carry my keys on me? No.
No.
I set them down on the table. So, yeah, again.
I love Piddle Slapper.
I like it too, honestly. I think it's a pretty fucking good name.
Mr. Geek Me Out, what is your favorite celebrity that you've met?
Me.
Yeah.
I'm my favorite celebrity.
I'm my favorite celebrity, yeah.
I haven't met too many, and for the most part, a lot of them aren't really great.
Oh! Did you see the picture that I sent you? Of who was scaring you, and you said was like, does he know me? Do I know that guy? Trying to figure out who that scare actor was at Sir Henry's. That was that guy from NXT, WWE.
Still, do I know him or something?
No, that's what I'm saying. I don't know that you know him, and I don't know that that he knows you. But I sent you the picture.
He acted like he.
The mirror should be your friend. Actually, the screen that I'm looking at, which is towards you guys, that's my friend. Yeah. Now, for celebrities, we've met a few. Go into these conventions. I don't know.
In most circumstances, I can't say whether or not I would enjoy it because it's short interactions for the most part, and the ones that were in other circumstances to where you would see how they are in reality. I mean, like Hulk Hogan. I used to go to teen clubs, and Hulk Hogan would bring his kids. Well, it's not exactly a secret. He's kind of a dick. So, would I say any of my encounters with him were great? No. His kids are assholes too.
Yeah.
His wife was a bitch. Like, none of them were nice. That's really the only celebrity I could say that I've met in like a non-standard setting. Not great.
Let's see. I met Hogan, Macho Man.
Football players, but I
met
those guys.
I've met some players when they were rookies, and they were
most
they were
football
huge.
players are usually humble and nice guys.
Yeah. Most. No,
I didn't say all.
Yeah, no, I was just thinking of the one that was on the plane that was left and made everybody get off the plane.
Oh, yeah, there are some real winners.
Yeah, trying to think of who else. There, like I said, there were so many of them that we've talked to. Even because it wasn't, we've done the interviews. We've done one of the coolest ones. Was the voice of Master Chief. Did an interview with Mav. He was here earlier. I haven't seen him comment yet, so I'm assuming he came in for a bit and maybe he's listening, or he may have left. But you know, Steve Downs was really cool. I'm trying to think of this other guy that I'm thinking of, and I want to make sure I say his name right. They're all like flashing through, so it's like I want to say this person, I want to say that person. You know who was cool was, which I never expected to see, was the hooker from Frankenhooker. She was actually kind of funny because I was like, hey, you know, we'll do an interview, you know, because at that time we were like trying to hit up some of these celebrities and trying to get some interviews out of them, and she's like, I got nothing to I'm not interesting. You don't want to interview me. And I was like, we were just talking and stuff, and it was a good conversation. So I figured do the interview, and she's like, yeah. So when you look at it like that, some of them they just again they're just trying to make some money because of their celebrity status, because that's all they got now, and it's sad to see that, but it's good to see that too, because people have access to these people that they're fans of. Um, the wrestler's name was Saxton. His last name was Saxton. I'm
You're
trying.
still
Ah,
on
yeah.
this? Oh my gosh.
Uh, you know, memory's not as good as it used to be. What do you want?
Met a couple of wrestlers over the years. Those guys are always nice. They're always real nice.
Yeah.
But the only one I can see, like I said, Hulk Hogan and his family.
Well, that's
It's
because
not.
they live around us. Yeah.
I can say they're not a pleasure to me.
Oh,
Jason Voorhees, one of the
the first Jason.
yeah, the guy, and then I was also gonna say the one stunt guy. I can't remember which movie he was the stunt man for, but nice guys, real nice guys. Funny too. Oh
Uh,
God, some of those guys can drink.
it's funny. I'm trying to look up the movies. I can't. I'm blanking out on the name of the movies to look up to look up their names. So they're memorable. I just right now there's just so much going on. We're talking about haunted houses. So sorry, we can't really answer that. We've gone on a tangent. Okay. Deep Dash.
Steve Downs.
I don't know. I haven't been following wrestling in a while. To be fair, when my daughter runs to me, I'm thinking, you're 29 years, girl, calm down. Don't count people as celebrities, but yeah, we work with the Farm China Crisis, etc. I'm from Liverpool. You meet people. I'm also incredibly old. Yeah, trust me. It's just sometimes there's just too many people, and I may fanboy out or fangirl out on the inside, but on the outside, I usually seem to keep it cool, because people are like,
Because they're people. I
yeah.
mean, people. Don't make it weird.
Just thought of the movie's name and I blanked out on the movie. I know the guy's name. All right, so I was at one of the what was it? Fanboy Expo, and I met up with Carlo from Italian Clowns, and we went through. We talked to some people. There was Jerry Lawler was there. Steve Dash's original Jason. Okay, I was thinking wrestling. I don't know, because yeah, you got me all over the place, man. um, Jerry Lawler, Rikishi, and a few other wrestlers. There was a few other people there. There's man, I can't remember his name now. But anyway, I ended up talking to what? I can't even think of his partner's name either. Daryl Dixon. What's his name?
Rick Grimes.
No, Daryl Dixon.
Oh,
Norman Reedus. What's the other guy's name in the movie that they're in together?
Boondock
Saints. Yes. Couldn't even think of that.
Yep.
So, what's the other guy's name?
I can't remember his name right now.
They're
supposed to be coming out with another Boondock Saints. Woohoo! More violence. Cheers.
What's it? Anyway, I talked to him on the escalator. We were just chatting it up, and Carl was like, "Who is that guy?" I'm like, "Haven't you ever seen Boondock Saints?" I'm like, "That's the one guy. That's not Norman Reedus. It's the other guy. He's the other brother." And he's like, "That's him?" I'm like, yeah, that's him. And we were talking about, how the con was going. We were talking about um, just that, just like how the day was going. Just normal chit chat. And I was gonna, I was thinking about asking him if he wanted to do a breaking bread because he was talking about getting some food. And we gave him a couple pointers of where we were thinking about going. And he had to meet up with his handler, and it was like I said, it was a good conversation. But again, it's like some of these people are like the coolest people you've ever meet, and I don't, you stop thinking of them as celebrities once you kind of get over that sensationalism. So a lot of times I don't.
Can I just say though that when someone refers to somebody else as a handler for a human being, I think of a dog trainer. I don't know why.
They are kind of the
It's
same.
nothing personal. I just anytime I hear I've got to talk to my handler or I'll have to check in with my handler or something, all I can ever think about is like it's like a dog trainer. Like you
Yeah.
have a dog trainer working for you and telling you. It cracks me up. It
Sit,
makes me
sign.
laugh. Yeah,
I'll
pretty. It's
collect.
exactly what
I
it
collect the
is.
money.
It's so
You
funny.
sign.
So funny.
Yeah.
It is what it is.
LOL. Death's Throat was there for the karate chop.
Never.
What chop? Did I
I
miss
was
something?
drinking.
Oh, you were
I
drinking.
was drinking.
Chop chop. You should have like snuck that one in earlier.
Do you
Now
want to
it's too
die
late.
tonight, Cece?
Never mind. So anyway,
Do you want to die tonight, Cece?
as you can see, Fear Reach, great place. We're gonna go again. The reason why I tear on the track wasn't a media night. It was because they had to do
Okay.
they had to close theirs down due to the hurricane. But then they did media night the same night that Pemberton Haunters did, and we were already at Pemberton Haunters, and we already said we're not doing anybody else's media night. We're already here for you, so we're gonna stay here for you, and that's what we did. We know some other people that did go to both. So some people actually only went to one and then came back to Pemberton Haunters. So it was sad to see that Pemberton Haunters lost a lot of their media night personnel or not personnel, but people.
Scared tactics or factor or something was there though. Those
Yeah.
people were all over Florida this year. I don't know if they're based in Florida or
You mean
what, but they were all over everywhere we went. I heard they were there. I was like, damn, they're
yeah?
just everywhere.
Scene Haunt was everywhere too. They've exploded.
Yeah.
So
I
shout out
was
to
just
them.
surprised with the fear one because that everywhere we went, they were there. The same. I was like, damn, y'all are just all over Florida.
Yeah.
I didn't know if they were based here or what, but it was like, wow, you're everywhere.
Yeah, but that's I'm sure they're saying the same thing about us too. That when they see us here and there, that we're getting everywhere too. So, hopefully, Sean Patrick Flannery, thank you, thank you, thank you. Yeah, he was really cool. He was really cool. And then this guy here, I was waiting for him to pop out and do a jump, but I guess he's timing his stuff out so that because again,
So we like get closer to him, and I'm like, I'm not getting in that guy's space. I don't want to be rude.
well, I was hoping that he would do it for the camera, but I guess he couldn't tell that the camera was there. But
You couldn't probably see a damn thing through that mask and the lighting. Yeah, knowing what we know, you probably couldn't see anything.
yeah, so
And then here's me about to win him to the axe throwing.
yeah. Although you got one right in the slits there. I got one
I haven't
on the
thrown
white.
axe
You got one in the white.
I haven't thrown an axe
That
in
was
a
the
long
first time I
time.
threw axes. So we played the games. We
Find my axes.
several people liked. All right, so here we go. There's my axe right there. And then I threw another one and it fell down. He is like right there. There's your. Oh. Sound about Tiny Giant?
I don't know if you can be Tiny Giants out there talking and playing, and all I can hear is her doing little voices. So cute.
No coconut style.
I should be just. I'm gonna go grab a drink.
Oh, can you refill me? Thank
Fine.
you. So we where are we at here? We did the brain toss. So you got these little hard brains that toss into a small hole in the skull. Dinner for two. So that's the name of it, but basically brain toss. So yeah, these guys were really cool. We missed out on them because of the hurricanes that we had. So I wasn't able to go to their media night. I didn't even bother applying for it because I was going to, but with everything happening, I didn't even have a chance. See, I almost had it, and it was right in the window. She almost had it there too, like right there. But anyway, so next year we will get media passes to go to this, and hopefully get more videos up sooner for you guys. Education is important, very much important. And then and they had a bar there. They had a band playing. I should go backtrack a little bit because I think. Okay, there's the parlor. Pitchfork Parlor with the band set up here. They are, what were they? The decap. Forgot. No. Yeah, the band. Yeah, I'm just drawing blanks tonight. Completely blanks tonight. Where are we at? Yeah, I did. Well, I spent all day getting all this stuff straightened out for both for 3 different streams at the same time. Yeah, I don't have them here. Yeah.
Cool band.
It was a fun band. They played a lot of oldies and stuff, and they had DJ or house music, whatever, piped throughout. That was fun recordings. So this was some of the walls that they had inside. It was really cool. Full bar and everything. Just stream together, have fun, and be real. I can't fake this. Trust me, I can't fake not remembering and goofing off like this. But yeah, really appreciate that. What was it? Piddle Slapper. Piddle Slapper. I think that's his name for the rest of the night. And he said he liked it, so there's no offense. There's no offense with Piddle Slapper. Okay, and then the last one we went to, which is the Ominous Descent, Harris Lake House, Slaughtered Souls. And they ended up having to have to move from where they were. And the Moose Lodge, which is on the complete opposite side from what you're looking at, said, hey, if you guys want, you can, do your haunt on our property. So, and for what they did a really good job too. I mean, you look at how they built these walls, everything has a lived-in feeling. So again, for another place, and these guys are using masks too, but again, they're using them right versus just throwing on a mask and then, hey, I'm here. This is what I do. Although, I did one year stand behind a flannel shirt and scare the crap out of people.
Yeah. You don't
how do you,
always need expensive costumes and gear to horrify people. You just need darkness and a tall guy
it
with a
was
lot
just
of
funny,
hair.
you know, just standing behind a shirt like this, and then just dropping it and screaming at them, and
I swear, Pixel, I'm not miserable. And I do have hats. I just don't feel like putting any on.
John, what's going on, John 907i? Thanks for stopping in. Don't forget to share this out, guys. Please like all that fun stuff. Subscribe. I got both channels going. I think I need to paste the Files of Horror channel. So we are streaming the full video, widescreen version on the Files of Horror channel, and we are streaming in the shorts format on my Dreadpool channel. So if you guys could sub to the other one too, that would be great. We'd like to get the other channel going, so that's more horror related stuff. My channel will still keep everything that I'm interested in, so you'll still see Halloween, horror, stuff like that, but most of that will be on the other channel.
I get to say that one thing I really enjoyed about this year, with all of the houses, for the most part, everything was hanging so high that for the most part I didn't have to touch anything. I could just duck underneath it. It was great. At one point I even said that walking through the house, because everything was like dangling, and I'm like, this is the benefit of being short. I don't have to touch nothing. And I literally was just like walking underneath everything in the room. I was like, this is great. Body bags everywhere, and it's like, I don't have to touch this.
Yeah. You know what the funny thing is, I still had to deal with...
She was short.
Yeah, she was.
That cracked me up.
The second house in Fear Reach, that one there had a lot of hanging stuff down. Pyram's Wrath had a lot of hanging stuff towards the end. So when I wish I could show you the setup, but I'm using the microphone right now, and maybe I can show you some part of it. If you look at the 360.
Oh snap! Do something, break something.
All right. Well, yeah.
Don't do it.
Yeah, we won't do it. But anyway, if you look at the 360 videos, you can look down and see the setup I have. I have, the camera, the gear that holds everything, the lights, and then off over here, sticking up about this high, is the 360 camera. So I have an antenna. Even in the Fear Reach, the last house, I was getting caught up by the tree branches. And so I'm like holding this like this and still getting snagged by the one camera.
Axel wants to know how tall I am. I am 5'4.5". I'm almost 5'5". Not that short. I'm average.
Should we tell her that once you get to a certain age, you start shrinking, so that half won't be there anymore?
Yeah, I know. Mr. Geek Me, it says he met Tony Todd at Spooky Empire in 2019.
Oh, nice.
That's cool.
That's cool.
It's a shame.
Yeah, I was gonna say rest in peace, Tony Todd. It's a shame. That was a shocker too. I mean, well, yes and no. I mean, for those of us that have paid attention, we knew he was, of age, and he wasn't doing so hot this past year. But again, it's still a shocker. You know what I mean? You never want to see family members die, and then people that you look up to like that. Also, when they pass away, it's not it's a sad time.
Are we supposed to be looking for Karen?
I wonder how tall she is if I'm taller than her. I am kind of. I always make jokes that I'm short. I'm not that short. I'm taller than a lot of people, actually. It's kind of funny. Because I used to always be the short one, but I'm not as short. Although Tiny Giant is getting real close to getting.
She's almost to your height now. Yeah.
She's about 5'2" now.
Piddle Slapper. I'm trying not to say Pixel. I'm trying to say Piddle for you now. Piddle Slapper says, still love the old vids. You and Clown in 3D. Oh, thank you. I appreciate that. You're taller than my wife. You Axel, by the way. Papa from Pixel Slapper. Let's see. Nobody's on the other channel. The other channel's still streaming?
We're looking for her.
Just want to make sure I'm on the right.
Dear, it's been a little over 2 hours at this
Yeah.
point.
So, but yeah,
Almost 2 hours, sorry.
again, appreciate you guys stopping in here. Make sure you guys. Do we have anything else about Ominous Descent that we want to talk about?
Oh, they're gonna be doing. They're the ones supposed to be doing
The Christmas.
The Christmas one.
Yeah,
Hopefully.
they were thinking about doing it, and the two of us immediately said, "Do it.
Yes.
We'll be there."
Yes. Oh, give me more things to do for Christmas.
Yeah. Oh, see, and Piddle Slapper says Breaking Bread is my favorite food review. Shh. Oops, I didn't say nothing. I appreciate that. Yeah. With this, I need to. I had a couple scheduled, and just plans didn't work out that way. It's just, unfortunately, I still have a regular job. YouTube doesn't pay my bills at all, even though one channel is monetized, and yeah. But I still have 3 that are lined up. I just have to make the time and meet with the time that they have too. So that's the problem, is trying to coordinate the times. And I was hoping to get another one before Christmas. Big Cloud Gaming, what's going on? Thanks for stopping in, brother. But Ominous Descent. We were there last night that they were open, and I said, hey, I'm sorry. Same scenario, we thought we were gonna miss them. They actually opened up Sunday night, on the last weekend, the last minute, and as soon as I saw it, I sent the message to Death Dealer, and I was like, hey, there's another house that we can go to right now. So we went that day and ran out there and ended up talking to. We saw the owner from Pemberton Haunters talking to some people. Ended up talking with them, and I gave them my card and asked them, if we could record also. And I said, this guy can vouch for me. I look at him like, sorry for throwing you under the bus. But yeah, so they let us record. So that's how we got this footage. And then came back and talked to them, and the whole Christmas scenario played out. And if they do that, and we'll be there, and I'm sure we'll probably try to see if we can get some recordings again. It all just depends on how busy they are and how much time they have for stuff like that, because they have to let the actors know what's going on. They have to kind of let the house clear out, and then they have to also hold people back from behind us, because we do film, and because we are filming, we're not running through, other than the last part of Pemberton Haunter's house, or tearing at the track for the other lady, Mama Z. So, but yeah, we plan on filming whatever we can. So if we can bring it to you, maybe get you guys to, that are in the area, like Mr. Geek Me Out. You sound like you're somewhat in the area. So if you guys want to go to some of these places, here's what you got, seeing some of this stuff here. Give you a reason to go out to these places and support them. And then we have our trail, which I don't have anything on. I didn't set it up. I took a cat nap. So, but yeah, our trail was... Cozy show, guys. Nice footage. Thank you. Appreciate that. will you be on GMX tomorrow, Dread? Put me on the spot. I should be able to be there. Yeah. This took up most of my day this morning trying to get all this stuff straightened out so we can go from one scene to the next. Always had my respect, Ryan, when you said my name, cringe, LOL, Piddle Slapper today. Yes, Pixel Slapper has a new name for the rest of the show today. Whether or not he changes it, we'll find out, but it's Piddle Slapper. And it's for those that don't understand, it's an inside joke. You just have to watch the beginning of the stream, and somewhere in the middle, you'll find out why. Then we had our house, and I did end up towards the end, because we only had 5 nights because we got really screwed up with the hurricanes. But I did fly the drone, which the drone channel has the one house. I don't have the second house through with the drone yet, but I did go through with our camera and the 360 with the 2 houses out there. Did get the open area. They actually had a petting zoo out there. There was a camel, some llamas. So yeah, pretty cool.
2 petting zoos, technically speaking.
We did.
Yeah.
2?
Yeah.
I thought it was just 1.
Oh, there was the one up front with real live animals, and then we had the afterthoughts petting zoo with skeletons in the back. We had our own petting zoo. Mom and I set up our own petting zoo in Skellywood.
I did get a picture of that somewhere.
So technically, we had 2 petting zoos, and I actually had to take one petting zoo. I had to take the one petting zoo down quickly. But we had 2 petting zoos.
First and foremost, when you go to these places, respect the places.
Don't touch the stuff.
Stop touching stuff.
Don't let your kids touch my stuff.
And then when your kids get scolded, you should feel ashamed of yourself. Just saying. Because if you're not the one scolding your kids to keep their hands to themselves and somebody else has to, that tells you how good of a parent you're not. Let's see, who else? What do you got? Okay, that's it. Alright, any other questions before we go? Because I know Death wants to go. No question. See, she's already going. There's no questions. Nobody has it. What are you trying to slow us down for?
What? No. What are the questions about that we haven't already answered before, or?
Hey, you never know. Big Cloud has been in a couple places here and there, but I don't know how much he's watched. So, you know, at least he stopped in today.
Yeah.
And Big Cloud is a good friend of mine. So, just like everybody else, pretty much in here is good friends. Alright, so I have the old store still up and running, as you can see in the chat of the Dreadpool side. The new store is also up and running with more stuff. So I would suggest if you were looking for some of the older stuff, it's in there in the old store still. Some of the old stuff is also in the new store, and the new store has other things, right along with our toy makers, right along with Death Dealer shirts, my shirts. So yeah, the premature speculation shirts. So yeah, if you guys are looking for anything like that, cool. Really appreciate you guys for coming out here. And what I'll do is I'll scroll through everybody real fast. Game Complainers was in here. Definitely check out their show. They have a show on Mondays. Game Complainers is also on Noof Nukem show on Tuesdays, Gaming After Dark, and then they have their show on Wednesdays, so he's a busy guy now. Pink Piggles, alright, the other half of, or, well, technically the other half for now. Cozy's on break. When she comes back, she should be coming back soon. So it'll be 1/3. But for now, it's 1/2. The other half of Majestic Mayhem on 4GQ TV. And then she also does her own streaming on Thursdays. Slendy has been on and off on his streaming, but thanks again to you guys. Huzzah. Also on Game Complainers on Wednesdays and Mondays.
Batman.
Batman, he does his own little streams here and there, which really cool. Recently he's been doing a lot of horror streams and a lot of AI stuff that he's been doing. So again, thanks to Pixel Slapper for coming in. Iconic Video Games, that'll be tomorrow night. Panel members back. She did tomorrow night. Last night.
Yes.
Last night. She was back last night. BitCloud Gaming. Definitely, if you guys want to listen to PlayStation or any kind of Logic, Ryan's got you. Okay, so BitCloud Gaming, check him out. Where we got? Mr. Geek Me Out, thanks for stopping in. Appreciate it. John 907, thanks for stopping in. Appreciate it. Do we have anybody else that was in here? Batman. Back from the Dead. Can't forget Back from the Dead. Yeah, he was in here earlier, and again, he's been streaming on Twitch, YouTube, doing stuff with Blondie.
See, here's part of the house where everything was nice and low, and I had no problem.
Yeah, you had no problem. I was
I
getting
had
caught
no
up.
problem. Everything was just like, this is great. I was actually laughing at him. I turned around and even said, I was like, how does it feel to have to duck the whole way? He's always got jokes about me being short. Worked out in my favor.
Yeah, it did. So, and then fun speculation. Almost every night of the week, they've got something going on with the same crew, different crew, but yet same core group of people. So definitely, it's not the same thing over and over again. And that's a good thing about Mav. He's got a good group of people there that interchange in and out. Let's see who else. I think that's it.
That's everything.
So for all you guys after the fact, I really appreciate you coming in. Anybody?
Bell slabber.
Okay. See you, folks. Be lucky. And let's see. Enjoy each other. Other than that, see ya. That's Piddle Slapper, Huffs and Puffs. LOL. Again, thank you guys. If you guys want to have any questions about anything that you saw, leave it in the comments. I'll respond. And make sure you share these out. I know I keep saying it, but sometimes it just doesn't get out there. Thanks, John. Fun. He says, fun show, everyone. Pixel Slapper says, toodles. 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 All right, yeah, y'all have a good one. I don't have any outros, so we're just
Bye.